Wat Chedi Luang. It's not just an ancient temple, it's a living testament to time. A place where history and the spiritual world intertwine. Built in the 14th century and once home to the Emerald Buddha, its towering Chedi has weathered earthquakes, wars, and centuries of devotion. But among the sacred chants and candlelit prayers, there are whispers, stories of those who remain unseen, spirits still bound to this sacred ground. For generations, monks and visitors alike have reported unexplainable occurrences. Some speak of soft footsteps echoing through the temple's halls at night when no one else is there. Others tell of fleeting shadows that move just beyond the corner of their vision. The air grows thick in certain parts of the ruins, heavy with an unseen presence. There have been moments when prayers are interrupted by the faint sound of distant chanting, voices long gone, yet still seeking to be heard. The most well-known apparition is that of an ancient monk. Many claim to have seen him standing near the ruined Chedi, his face solemn, his robe fluttering, even when the wind is still. Some who have encountered him feel a deep sense of peace, as if he's watching over. Some have met this monk, and then, mere moments later, turning to see him disappear right before them. Others, however, speak of an intense gaze, filled with silent warnings. Is he protecting the temple, ensuring its sanctity remains untouched? Or is he bound here, unable to move on? A monk? How? But beyond the presence of monks, there are spirits burdened with sorrow. History tells us that the temple once served as a place of refuge during times of war. You see, lower vibrations, strong enough, can act as a net to hold things in place, even if those things would normally not be stuck in such a resonating state. Civilians, men, women, and children sought shelter here at Wat Chedi Luang during this wartime, believing in the protection of the sacred. Yet many did not survive. Some perished from wounds, others from starvation, and their spirits may still linger yet, caught between the past and the present. There were also the warriors, those who fought to protect their land but fell in battle. Some believe that their restless energy lingers, their duty unfinished, their final moments frozen in time. Their spirits do not haunt out of malice, but out of longing, still gripping the weapons that they no longer need, stuck on a sort of repeat, still standing guard over a kingdom that has long since changed along with the landscape. In places like Wat Chedi Luang, spirits do not simply disappear with time. They become stapled into the very fabric of the overlying structure of energy resonating and pulsing in that land. They remain tied to the stories that shape them. And when spirits linger, they must be guided, not banished, not feared, but helped. This is where Tai Wicha plays its role, not as an act of force, but as a sacred responsibility, a testimony of the gods, if you will. I turn to Tawesu, the great celestial guardian. In Thai spiritual tradition, he is the commander of celestial beings, a powerful force against malevolent spirits, but also a guide for lost souls. To call upon him is not merely to seek protection, but to ask for his aid in showing spirits their path. The offerings were carefully chosen. Lesi statues, representing the ascetics who dedicate their lives to wisdom, were placed as beacons of enlightenment, their presence inviting spirits to release their earthly ties. Gumentong, spirit children believed to assist in communication with the other world, were offered as companions for those lost in the in-between. Sweet desserts, kano, traditional Thai sweets, were placed as reminders of joy, a symbolic gesture to ease their suffering and reconnect them to the comfort of life. Also had different herbs and seed pods for washing away certain energies and karmas. Kali statues signifying the end of their journey, representing a Kali Yuga, the end of a cycle. Numerous different ceremonial props were used to create a specific message that was then overarchingly and meticulously conducted through the ceremony with Tawesuwan holding the space. The ritual, 108 incense sticks, their smoke rising like unseen threads weaving between this world and the next. The number 108 holds immense significance in Thai Buddhism and spiritual practice. It represents the cycle of existence, the completion of karma, the many paths leading to liberation. Each stick carried a prayer, a call to those still wandering. As the scent of incense thickened the air, I began the kata, ancient chants imbued with the power of generations before me, conducted in the Pali language, an ancient language similar in stature and age to Sanskrit. These chants are not mere words, they are vibrations, frequencies that shift the fabric of reality, resonating with the unseen. They create a path, one that spirits can follow, like a guiding flashlight in the dark, one that calls upon celestial forces to assist in their transition. The atmosphere changed. The weight that had pressed upon the temple lifted. It was subtle, yet undeniable. The silence that followed was not empty, but filled with something lighter.